Top body of Hindu seers, Akhil Bharatiya Sant Samiti, has demanded the setting up of a Sanatan censor board, claiming that Hindu deities and religious leaders are not being projected appropriately in Hindi movies. The demands are made in a meeting organized by the seers body here, which was attended by various organizations, including the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and the Akhada Parishad. They demanded setting up of the Sanatan censor board as Hindu deities, gods and religious leaders are repeatedly not being projected appropriately and shown in bad light in Bollywood movies is what is being said. Big controversy over several movies. The Adipurush, for example, which has been in news for the wrong reasons, have portrayed religious figures, Hindu religious deities, in a manner which is not acceptable to many sections of the Hindu community. It has happened in the past as well, and this has got to do with several movies that have projected Hindu deities. Well, religious leaders are in fact of the opinion that there should be a Hindu censor board now. This is a demand by a body of seers. Top body of Hindu seers in Akhil Bharatiya Sant Samiti are demanding the setting up of a Sanatan censor board, which is a Hindu censor board. Amit Bhardwaj is getting us more details on that story. Various controversies in the last few weeks and months, Amit, has got to do with wrong or different sort of a portrayal of deities, which has actually upset the many members of the Hindu community, if not all. And that's the reason why such a demand has been made. But how feasible is this demand really?
Well, Sneha, on one side of the story, you see, several movies triggering a lot of controversies and demands coming up from different sections of the Hindu society itself. Sometimes it's the fringe group, the other time it is the saint groups, seer groups who demand that certain scenes from the movie should be chopped off or the movie should be banned altogether. The latest controversy being connected with Adipurush, a mega budget movie that of Prabhas. But as far as, how feasible is that idea of having Sanatan censor board is concerned, that is something where the tricky question begins, Neha. Because, today if you agree to for formation of a Sanatan censor board, tomorrow people from another religion will come up. They'll say that we are offended from certain scenes of a certain movie, and hence we demand that there should be another censor board for our religion as well. So in that case, there will be a total mess that will be created definitely for the entertainment industry, for the movie industry altogether, because then you have Sanatan censor board. Tomorrow there could be demands of having a Sikh censor board or a Muslim censor board as well. And in that case, there will be questions as to what extent rights should be given to these censor boards, and what will the current censor board will do in that scenario. So definitely that is why the government will not be very favorable to such demands. That for sure. I just spoke to Manoj Tiwari, who is a two-time MP from Delhi, has been active in the BJP model of politics. He told India Today that while the Modi government, the BJP in principle agrees that no movie should be allowed, or filmmaker should be allowed to offend the religious sentiment of any religious group. On the other side, they also say that BJP in principle would ensure that the within the framework of the law, within the framework of the constitution, everybody gets justice, and religious beliefs of people are not hurt because of certain movies. But while speaking, so he also said that there are two sections of people. Number one, there are controversies because of movies which are unintentional. And on the other side, there are also political, motivations to do so. So the idea is to look into why such things are happening. But as far as making sure that religious sentiments are not hurt, that would be done within the framework of the constitution, which means the BJP, at least as of now, is of the opinion that all these problems should be tackled under the present framework of things, which is the present censor board. On the other side, you have Hindu seers demanding that Sanatan censor board should be brought in, because continuously, movie after movie, month after month, we are having situations where a lot of controversies are propping up. Hindu Mahasabha chief Swami Chakrapani also spoke to India today, and he's saying that for the longest time he has been demanding a separate censor board, or at least intervention of the Hindu seers when it comes to movies, and specifically the charges are against the Bollywood movies, because he believes that it is the Bollywood where such notoriety has been happening.
Yes, Bollywood has been in news for these things very recently. Amit, I'm thanking you for the moment.